I'm just reading. The silly princess. You can say somewhat, but there's the story. You know, when I was little, my mom used to read this book to me. Once upon a time, there was a king who had a beautiful daughter named Inga.
What? Pinga?
Inga.
Oh, Inga.
But Inga was very silly. She believed everything she was told. The moon is made of green cheese. I should love to have it for lunch, sliced very thin, of course. And the king is thinking, poor Inga, a princess must know the truth from a lie. What shall I do? So the king issued a decree. The man who can make my daughter say it's a lie shall have her hand in marriage and rule half the kingdom. The man came from far and wide. The man came from far and wide to try to win the princess and half the kingdom. It will be very easy. I have practiced lying a long time. Oh, I will tell the princess such a lie that even a newborn baby would not believe them. How silly is a newborn baby would never understand him. And they did. I can balance myself on the head of a pin. Oh, what a wonderful juggler you are. Oh, you have the beautiful green hair and purple eyes. Do I? Thank you for telling me. Oh, have you read all the seas have run dry? Oh dear, now we can only swim in the bathtub. Look at the expression of the little cat. He is the silly princess. Every day a new group of stories came. I have so much gold on my fingers, a bright yellow from counting it. Really? Have you heard people's shadow are getting up and walking around all by themselves? Oh, how crowded the world will be now. I once caught a fish that was so large it took the whole kingdom 1 month to eat it. Oh, what a large fish indeed. Look at the cat. And even the fish is singing, I'm not a pig. Last week I planted some silver coins in a garden and now I have silver money bushes everywhere I look. Oh, how wonderful golden garden it must be. Oh, King and the cat is being really worried. I eat so much food during the day that I weigh 1,000 pounds in the morning and 2,000 pounds at night, said the skinny boy. Oh, you really do look fatter than anyone I have ever seen.
Not really, he looks kind of skinny.
Exactly, but the princess believes everything. That's the point. For years, stories have tried to make Inga say it's a lie. The first thing the king thought about every morning was, who is the man who will make Inga say it's a lie? And last thing the king thought about every night, where is the man who will make Inga say it's a lie? Oh, poor king. Look, he doesn't have any carpet here at night time. Okay, next. The king became so worried. He spoke to Inga. Must you believe every word you are told? Oh, why shouldn't I? Because people do not always tell the truth, my daughter. A princess must know what is truth and what is false. Oh, I believe everyone, father, because I have no reason not to. Alas, my child, everyone is not to be believed. Claus, my son, you must soon set out to seek your fortune, said his daddy. And then the squirrel came and bit his leg. Oh! Oh, father, I'm going to the palace to try to win the hand of the princess. The squirrel ran away, and the horse was laughing. What? He thinks that he's going to get the princess. Really? Well, my son, if anyone can win the hand of the princess, I'm sure you will. So look, there is a bear. You have gotten me to say it's a lie many times, only there was no reward for you then. Then Klaus set off. That is very true, father. Well, farewell, I'm off to win the princess, he said. Okay, so he's going there. As soon as Claus reached the palace, he went before the king. The king said, "What would a poor boy like you know about what is true and what is not?" Claus said, "Country folks are clever, sire, and I'm well known for the stretching the truth." So, "You will have to stretch the truth a long way to make the princess say it's a lie. Or please, sire, let me try." "Very well, but I don't think you will succeed," said the king. "Inga, this is Claus, a woodcutter's son," said her father, and he introduced Claus to the princess. Inga's heart went, "Ooh, oh, how beautiful Inga is, and how gentle she looks," thought Claus. "Oh, how handsome Claus is, and how smart he looks," said Inga. King said, "Oh, I don't know what they're going to go, but that boy is not going to succeed," said the king, and he was wondering. Then Inga said, "Let us go for a walk in the garden." So they went to the garden. "What large cabbages you have here," the Inga said. "The king feeds many mouths." Claus said, "But your cabbages are nothing compared to my father's cabbage. Once we were building a new barn, and there were many carpenters working on it." So they were building a barn, okay? He said. Suddenly a storm came up. It rained so hard the carpenter ran for the shelter under one of the cabbage leaves. Finally, a man poked his finger through the leaf to see if the storm was over. So this next joke. Look how big cabbage leaves are here. So much water poured through the leaf that the man had to swim home. "That's how large my father's cabbages are." "Oh, what large cabbages indeed!" "Oops, she believes me. Well, I will not give up." "This is a good-sized barn, and well built too," said Claus. The Inga said, "A royal house must have a barn large enough to hold all the royal horses." Look how big it is. So Claus said, "But this barn is nothing compared to my father's barn. My father's barn is so long that it takes a calf and a year to walk through it. In fact, when she comes out, she is old and she is no good for milking." Hmm. You can imagine. Yes, yes. "We have to keep her as a pet," Claus said. "Oh, it must be a very long barn indeed. She still believes every word I tell her," thought Claus, and the cat started crying. "Now let us see the pasture." So they went to see the sheep. "Oh, what fine fat sheep you have! A king must have 9 fine sheep to wool for her clothing. But these sheep are nothing compared to my father's sheep. Their tails are so large that we must tie them to heavy wagons to hold them up. It takes a month and a day to to sh- shear each sheep, and then there is enough wool to make clothes for our whole village. That's how large my father's sheep are." "Oh, what fine sheep indeed!" Claus said, "Oh, it is truly very hard to make her believe I am lying." "Let us see the king's chicken coop." "Oh, you have beautiful snowy white chicken," King said. "A king must have fine chickens to feed the royal family." "But they are not as fine as my father's chicken," said Claus. The feathers are so stiff and long they can be used for ship's mast." There's ship's mast in here, okay? and the eggs are so large that they make a meal for the whole village. Then we saw the shells in half. So in uh, in half we have two sailworthy boat. Look, they have two boats out of the shell of the chicken egg. Our hens lay wagon load of eggs a day. One day the pile of eggs reached the sun. I climbed to the top of it. Then what happened? I wanted to climb down, but the eggs toppled over, and there I was, hanging onto the sun. But I found a cobweb, and I used it to lower myself. The cobweb did not reach the far enough, so he's hanging near the earth. Look, he's trying to get down. I had to jump the last few miles. I landed outside the window of your father's palace. I saw your father, the king. His pockets were stuffed with gold and silver, and he was refusing to give money to the poor man. Kinga went furious. "It's a lie!" she said. "The cat was happy." And she said, "My father would never refuse to give money to the poor man." Oh, Hans then winked. "Oh, you are right at last. I have made you see what is true and what is false," said Hans. And Kinga said, "Oh, now will you be my bride?" "Oh, yes, Klaus. Let us go and tell my father," said Inga. Oh, when the king heard the good news, he danced with joy. "Oh, you are a smart boy, Klaus." "Thank you, sire," said Klaus. "You may wed my daughter and rule half the kingdom with my blessings," said king. Oh, and they were looking so happy. The next day there was a great wedding feast, and look, they are getting married on the next day. From the time she became Klaus's wife, Inga never believed a lie again. They lived happily together all the rest of their days. The end.